Hmm. Oh, hey, Bestie. I'm surprised actually decided to show up this time. I'm not surprised that normally you kind of just brush off you ignore my invitations and whatnot. But now that you're here, yes, that's cool. Although, to be fair, I really didn't think of what, I didn't really think of what we would do after that. Because it is kind of late right now. But I figured why not. And also, you just decided to show up a lot later than I had expected. So yeah, right now I'm actually really tired. Maybe unless you had something specific in mind when you did come over here. Then I don't mind hearing you out on what that thing might be. Yeah, well, I more or less just spent the day here, not really doing anything. I was actually kind of thinking right now of what I might have to eat right now. Yeah, I'm still stuck on that. You know, I get stuck on what I feel like eating for the day. I don't know. Maybe take someone else to usher me to something. I don't know. Something like pizza's it's probably something like pizza is like the safest option. Can't really go wrong with that, right? And I know all the places that I do know are open. The chains and the local ones. I don't know, it's up to you with whichever one you feel like it. Well, and that's if you're cool with that choice. I didn't even Yeah, I didn't even ask if you were cool with that. Okay. Yeah, you do that. I'll let you do the whole ordering thing. Yeah, I don't care. I'll let you just use my account, and yeah, I typically only end up ordering when there's, say, a really good special going on, or I don't know, just a particular deal that I don't feel like passing up. Yeah, I guess you are right. Cause some places do just have their own uh their own special deals going on locally almost all the time. You just gotta know what to look for. Yeah, I mean, I still order food, like fast food, or yeah, I still order from chains and all that. It's just that it's not as frequent that I order from those kind of places anymore. Like whatever happens, it just keep getting more expensive, which is actually just ridiculous. I'm surprised you still put up with it as much as you do. But I guess some people just can't help it if they find it to taste that good or feel that filling. Yeah, I really meant it that I was tired. I could just go for a nap right now. But maybe not. Maybe not now. Or I guess I can wait. It'll be kinda rude if I did, since you decided to come all the way out here. So yeah, I guess I can wait. and for the food as well. I mean, hey, we can, like, if you felt like it for some reason, yeah, we could go out and just go pick it up. But we can also just stay here and probably watch something. Or play something, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it was about time that you actually got your butt over here. Like, mm, like, yeah, I'm not really one to say it so, but it's been a while. I'm not really one to say it so, but it's, we don't do this kind of thing that often, as much as I think we should, that is. I don't know. Well, I mean, the people I deal with anyway, normally, they're just, oh, I don't know any other way to put it than just, I just don't click with them the way I do with you. I don't know if you probably feel the same way as you do in whatever workspace you share with other people. Sure, there are people I'm cool with and everything, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't really feel like opening up with any of them. Cause I mean, what if things get weird and, well, then they ask us to deal with somebody and it'll probably be awkward for however long I end up remaining there. That place sucks anyways. But I can't exactly just leave, can I? When I got stuff to always constantly pay for. Yeah, well, no matter how hard you try, you're gonna have these stupid payments that are always gonna be adding up over time. Yeah, and I still have I still have some tuition to pay off. Even after all of that. I mean, I guess I should be grateful that it's not as bad as some other people that I've heard of. But still, it's still a pain to deal with. I don't know if I should call you lucky for not going through any classes. Because you don't gotta deal with any of that. Um, Personally, I feel we should just do this more often. A fair bit, a fair bit of this comes from me just being kind of just bored, sitting around, not doing much. What would you exactly be doing, nowadays? As I don't know about you, it's getting a lot harder to find more, say, authentic people. It's like I don't really have time to deal with people who just, I don't know, like it's so obvious that they're just putting on an act. Like it's really hard to like take anyone seriously. But then like also in public it's that I kinda just don't want to like just randomly communicate to random people because that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, call it whatever you want. I suppose I'm being picky with that. Now it gets taxing when you try to put yourself out there, and to some extent, I'm just not built for that kind of thing. No, I guess that's not got me curious to what your take of that would be. As obviously you're a lot, well, I already know you're a lot more talkative than I am. Yeah, I guess for some reason you find a certain appeal to engage with other people. Yeah, something about just being curious about. Yeah, something on being curious of just how different people are and the stuff they go through, and almost like you're trying to get a gauge on their personal stories and everything, which I think is maybe a little too excessive. But if that's what you like, then I guess that's just how you do things. Well, aside from that, yeah, like I said, you could watch something, play something. No, I guess also why not think about other things we can do for the next time and everything. Figures it would depend. Yeah, I've been quite busy for however long now. Is it because they're trying to get you to do more? Or is it because you're just a workaholic that doesn't know when to stop? I mean, well, you see, like this, it'd be a lot more interesting to, I don't know, it'd be a lot more interesting to just have someone else along with whatever it is that you normally might do. And that's if you head out, or that's if you're out and about. I don't know, I'd say even a simple trip to any kind of restaurant would just be way more entertaining than just doing it solo. I mean, what would you even be doing on your own when you don't have anything immediately important to do? Yeah, well, being at home, obviously. Sleeping too, for sure. But I guess that's the thing. For whatever remaining time we have left after work and all that, it doesn't feel like it's enough. Sure, we got hobbies and other things we'd like to do. But then, I don't know, for me, I find myself just the rest of the day just ends up disappearing because I end up sleeping it away, or I get invested in watching or playing something and now I don't have any time anymore. And now it's the same thing over again. Well, of course, you're not the only one I reached out to. Well, I got I guess, other friends that I'm still in touch with. But it's more or less the same thing with every single one of them. Is that, yeah, we'll hang out. And then once something is set up, well, by the time that arrives, oh, guess what? They end up flaking out. Go figure. And it turns out they're just busy, just overworking themselves. Right, willingly too. because I guess they don't know what to do with themselves when they don't have anything immediate to do when they're home, aside from playing or watching something. It's like they had this sort of expectation to having hangouts be this thing of always having to go out and eat somewhere or just make it an event, I mean. Even though it can literally just be like how it is with us right now, just having you come over and that's it. I mean, yeah, we ordered food, but even that part is not really that important. Just being here in the moment and not being alone is good enough for me. I suppose. Mm, I don't know. You might see it as it sounding sad, but I don't think I really need that much to be personally satisfied. Because when I have something good, then well, when I'm able to recognize that whatever I have right now is good, then I'll just run along with it. I mean, right? Because it's been. I really can't recall the last time I really had a whole group or anything. Just mostly one on one. And then again, when it came to, say, other people like my coworkers, sure, they got groups going on, but just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like my kind of crowd or anything like that. Yeah, I guess you're right about me being picky about it. I guess I wouldn't really know exactly for sure or in full depth if I don't fully try. It's that I feel like if I were to try and start butting in a little bit, I might just end up wasting all their time. Right, like I wouldn't exactly go up and just talk to people if I felt like it wouldn't get anything out of it or like it wouldn't be worth it to do so. If most of the time they probably don't care either way, right? How would I know? I guess I wouldn't. Mm, I don't know. You make it sound really simple and easy to do, but I'm just not used to going out to people and asking to just, I guess, have a moment. I would kind of prefer people approach me, but then most of the time most of the time they just end up avoiding me after a few interactions. Now, I wonder how much of that is because of just how I act normally, or just a glimpse of my personality. Is that what causes people to steer clear of me? But the thing is, I'm not exactly sure how to go on about it. You know? And then if I were to do something different, it'd feel really unnatural. Like it wouldn't feel right since I'm used to just doing my own thing alone, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying though, is that I would really like to have you around more. Because right now, I feel like I'm getting a better perspective on, I guess, when it comes to interacting with people. You have way more experience than I do in that kind of thing, and that you're one that's willing to put yourself in that kind of situation, even if it might not be, say, guaranteed to be a good one. I don't know how you do it and not be afraid of it. Yeah, for that, you're just kind of starting to sound crazy. That you're still doing it despite still being afraid. So I kind of find that hard to believe that you tell me that normally a lot of people can just quickly talk and open up. I don't know about that one. I don't know, I feel that most are very suspicious about anybody different or anybody new. Like apprehensive to share any information from the fear of people knowing too much or say having that info being used against them. That's why I don't share that much. Like, for example, if you're just one of my coworkers and you'd probably know a little bit, but just very surface level stuff, and I don't know, you keep the personal stuff out. Because why would someone need to know that much? Yeah, I never understood those that were quick to just tell their stories or just share a lot about themselves. I guess for those people, they're just really that comfortable. And they're not really that afraid. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get to that kind of point. But for the people I do have, I do feel quite fortunate for those around. I just don't like the idea of losing those connections either. You know, it's like, I want to, it'd be nice to have more, say, good friends and all that. But the part of putting in the effort is what shies me away from going all in. Alright. Well, you've always been there, regardless of what ends up happening or what we go through, whether that be separate or together. I just wish that there could be more that were as open and I suppose understanding as you are. But I think on the other hand, maybe part of me does prefer that you're the only one I know that's like that. I'd rather have you be the single special one compared to numerous ones that are more alike. If that makes any sense. Because I do think about what exactly it is that warrants warrants you to still even bother with me. Because I'm still not too sure what it is that I'm still not too sure what it is that you see worth in keeping up with me. When I feel like I probably don't add much. Like I'm kind of just there normally, just to exist. Because it feels like I'm more or less just surviving than actually trying to find whatever that one thing might be that I find interesting enough to pursue. I didn't expect to get. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating getting on this kind of level or getting this deep. Yeah, I really didn't anticipate getting this deep in discussion. But if you still see value enough to keep in touch, then I suppose I won't question it. Because I really wouldn't want to be, say, the person to bring anyone else down by having me around and stuff like that. I know I'm definitely rambling at this point, but not that simple to have a certain place or a certain someone to have around to where I can feel like I'm not some stranger or a burden, right? Or even just like just there's like background. Yeah, I am thinking that's gonna be enough for now. I think we should just get on with the day and watch something good. And the food should be here right about now. What? You put it for pickup? Of course you do that. Okay, I guess we'll go out there together. Yeah, why not, I guess. After that talk, I do feel like stepping out will clear my head a little bit. Or else I'm just gonna non-stop think about this and dwell on it for far too much longer than I think would be necessary. But I suppose I should thank you for hearing me out and for the insightful advice. I'll uh, I'll be thinking about it for a while, that's for sure. But I don't know on how much I'll end up acting out on it, but I do see where it is that you're coming from. Sometimes I just gotta try and do things a little differently if I have a desire to look for some kind of change. But at the same time, I don't know, keeping things as they are doesn't seem too bad for, at the moment for me. Yeah, whatever. I'm blabbering. Yeah, let's just go pick up that thing. Your car? Okay. Let's hurry up.